Hey all, it's Kristen.
And it's Paula. And welcome to day 3 of Cheesemas.
Yay! We've had such a great time this past couple of days. So we are on day 3, and it is the Keen's cheddar. It is, again, an English style cheddar. It's got some nice crystallization, so you're gonna get those little like bits in the cheese. It's very, very, very good.
This is paired with the Gusto Genoa salami, which is a nice non-spicy salami.
Yep. The Castelvetrano olive bruschetta. It is from Divinia, which is a Mediterranean market Whole Foods brand. Castelvetrano olives are going to be super buttery and very like rich. There are those bright green olives that you see like on an olive bar. They're almost round, almost completely round, but they're very meaty. They're a very meaty olive.
We are also using the 34-degree crisps, the original flavor.
These are very thin. They're
very, very thin, very delicate. They would not work in a dip. They would just crumble.
Yeah, so these are definitely, you're gonna have to build on top of them. And I wouldn't build them too quick in advance because if there's any sort of liquid, they do get kind of mushy. So we'll start off with the cocktail because that's kind of what we've been doing. It is featuring the Basil Hayden Kentucky bourbon. Basil Hayden is actually a Jim Beam product. It is a lower ABV, so it's not going to be as spicy. It's only 80 proof. So this is a great bourbon to start people off with if they don't really think they like bourbon. Definitely find something that's going to be a little less proof. So
that's good.
Just a little bit. Then I'll make a cocktail with it.
We did a little tasting this year, and the advice was to taste everything twice because the first taste, your palate goes, what the heck? And then the second one, you can actually enjoy the taste. The other thing that I learned is apparently both sides of our nose have different sensory receptors. So when you sniff whiskey or wine, I do it with wine, she teases me. But if you sniff both sides of your nostrils, you'll get a different and a more complete scent of the whiskey.
So oftentimes one of your nostrils will actually kind of close off at a time. So that's why they definitely want you to switch between each nostril to get the full effect of your whiskey. It's got that kind of nice like toasted caramel kind of flavor. It does have a little bit of spice, I want to say, to it.
It's got a high rye mash bill.
Yeah.
So it will have that rye spice. Yeah, it's very nice.
So they recommend making a Manhattan with this. Manhattan is a pretty easy cocktail. It is, I'm going to make like a smaller version of it. So I'm just going to do an ounce of our Basil Hayden, a half an ounce of vermouth. This is the vermouth rosa. So it's going to be more of a dry vermouth than a sweet vermouth. And then you're going to do a couple of dashes of your Angostura bitters. An ounce of our bourbon. We're going to do half an ounce of our vermouth. And then we're going to do a couple of dashes of the Angostura bitters. Just like that. And then we'll shake it up.
Cheers.
I think it does work very nicely. The Basil Hayden does work very nicely with the vermouth. Kind of gives it a little bit of sweetness, and it definitely tones down the spice to it. So then we're going to move on to the wine. We're doing another Wandering Ivy. This is their Cabernet Sauvignon from California. It's a blend. It said 98% Cabernet grapes and then 2% other. 0 sugar, organic grapes. And again, it comes in their little single serve. So
This is a slightly bolder cheese than we did before.
yeah,
And so I think that the red wine would very well.
absolutely.
It's very nice and dry.
Yeah, very dry. It's got that big, bold fruit, very fruit forward. Still has some nice, like, not super tannic, but it definitely has those tannic on the back end, which is really nice. And then our beer is going to be the St. Bernardus Christmas Ale. This is from Belgium. It is originally started off as monks creating beers.
And they left France for Belgium because in France they were being taxed on their beer.
So they came to Belgium and the rest is history. So this is their Christmas ale. It's going to have a lot of that, like almost like gingerbread spice. So the cardamom, the cinnamon, that kind of vibe. That's nice. Very caramely.
It's a little heavier.
Definitely heavier than the last beer we had.
It's not to the stout level, but it's definitely an ale.
I do appreciate that it's got more of like a mellow, it's not super Christmas. You're not like drinking it and you're drinking like a Christmas tree. It definitely has a very subtle.
Or a gingerbread.
Yeah, very subtle Christmassy flavor.
You can taste a little hop. All right, let's build this creation here. This on the bottom maybe?
Yeah. Build it like that and we can put a little dollop of the tapenade next to it. Make it a mess.
It was definitely challenging on this cracker. What you could do is take the meat, spread this on the meat, put the cheese inside, roll it up, make almost roll up, and then eat it with the cracker.
Yeah.
That might be easier because that was kind of challenging. What do you think of the first 3 days?
It's been really good. I feel like the pairings have been really nice. I feel like the cheeses have all been really good. And I like that they're all kind of different. You know, we had one from France and now we have one from England and we had one from California. And I like that it's a wide range of different countries as well. I feel like we're going on a mini vacation.
Yeah. So join us for the next 9 days and come back for day 4 of Cheesemas.
Yes.